This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, let's take a look at the gold market. Well guys, gold market is not as promising as it was on the previous week, and because on the previous week we have expected some upward bounce since market has formed some stock grabbers in this area. Well, and in general we had the potential 3-drive sell pattern on the intraday charts, and that was really interesting to have such setup for trading. And in fact we can say that the first and second drive were absolutely well, and it was really interesting to trade it, and it was really successful. But as we said at the end of the previous week, we said that this action is not quite in a row with the appearing of the 3-drive pattern. On the daily time frame chart, as you can see, it's really nothing to discuss. This green line is the 100 days moving average, and you can see how it holds the market. We do not have any clear patterns. All that we could discuss here is the nature of this action. So we do not see any impulse action, no momentum, just gradual sideways behavior, and this usually typical for retracement. And any retracement, as you know, sooner or later will come to an end. That's why I think, guys, that very soon we probably could get the significant action in one or other direction. And based on this behavior that we have got on the previous week, it could be treated maybe as some sort of the tiredness, as some sort of the exhausting action, because market was unable to continue move high and even was unable to reach the 1325 area. Instead of that, it has formed some weaker action in the end of the week, and now in the short term perspective we could get more downward motion on the gold market. So that's why all that we could do is just to take a look on the 4-hour time frame chart and trying to create trading plan, what to expect, because right now we do not see what to trade. As you can see, we have no patterns. We do not have any setup for immediate trading that we could use right in the beginning of the week. So, but still, situation right now in the gold market is very tricky and sophisticated, and here's why. First of all, let's start from the most recent upward ABCD pattern that we have discussed, and we said, well, maybe market could show some retracement here, because that level was the weekly pivot resistance one, and that also was the ABC bottom minor 618 extension. We said yes, okay, why not? Maybe market could show some small action, but this retracement should not be too significant, and market should not especially move below this low, because in this case, since this is the C point of this ABC bottom pattern, the taking out of the C point tells that this ABCD pattern is not valid anymore. And when the market, after hitting just the 618 extension, shows significant retracement and erasing the C point, this suggests some bearish sentiment in the most recent action, some inability of the market to continue move high. You can see that this has happened even in the middle of this range that we have, this upward channel. So market hasn't even reached the upper border of this channel, okay, and turned to the downside. But still, situation is sophisticated, but even this action is not sufficient to totally erase the bullish possibility, because the 3-drive pattern, although we have some not even, we could say, the bad 3rd drive shape, it's not destroy it totally. So market still could, for instance, turn to the upside with some big ABCD pattern, say, and reach the 1325 area. That's still possible. Also, guys, take a look that here market still could form the butterfly cell. So that could be left wing of the butterfly, and here we could get the right wing. So we can see some chances, although they are not very significant right now, as I suppose. Still they exist, at least theoretical, and we can't ignore them. And this forces us to get the more clarification from the market before we will take any position. If we speak about the short position, I suggest that we need to wait when the market will take out of these lows. Only after that we could definitely say that we have no other bullish patterns, and right now the chances on the downward continuation are significant, because when the market will take out of these lows, it will break the lower border of this upward channel, and by itself it could suggest the continuation down. It will erase the possibility of the appearing of the butterfly, and as market will take out the lows between the second drive and the potential third drive, it will erase the opportunity for the third drive to be completed. So that will be the real destruction of any bullish patterns right now. To speaking about the long position, guys, we need to see the strength of the market. So since this is in fact the signs of the weakness, and when I have such action when we first expected the opposite action in opposite direction, okay, this doesn't let us to take long position just blindly with the hope that market will return right back up. So we need to see the strength, and to get it, we probably need to see at least the returning right back up to these previous highs. If market will show this return right back up to approximately 1310, 1311 area, well, in this case we could try carefully take the long position with the hope that market will proceed higher to the 1325. But anyway, we need to see this to get some signs of the strength. Without it, it's very difficult to force yourself to take the long position in the current situation, since on the 4-hour time frame chart we have the bearish trend and no bullish patterns in fact. So as you can see, situation on the gold market is not very attractive and interesting, not very fascinating for immediate trading right now, although the previous week was not really bad, because we have got these two actions onto the upside. It was really not bad, but right now we still probably can't do anything in the beginning of the week. So we need to get new direction from the market, and only when we will get it, we could try to take the position corresponding to the position, because fundamentally, as we mentioned in our weekly research, we have only three driving patterns for the gold right now. First drive is the inflation, and inflation right now is anemic, and recent US economy data suggests that it really suggests that there will be more impact on the inflation, and hardly it will rise soon, because the data is improving, and simultaneously Federal Reserve contracting the quantitative easing program, reducing the supply of the money in the economy. That presses on the inflation, and that correspondingly presses on the gold. The second driving factor is the seasonal trend and demand on the spot market that now has the seasonal reducing. And finally, the geopolitical tensions. Well, that is the just single factor that could lead to some splash on the gold market. But usually the geopolitical tensions leads to some sort of the just fast reaction, but this reaction usually also the short term. You can take a look just on the gold in the recent couple of months, and you'll see that any growing in the geopolitical tensions could lead for the upward action within the 2-3 sessions, but then market turns to its own. So that's why economy factors suggest mostly the downward action on the gold market. That's why it's very difficult to take the long position just blindly in some occasional areas. So to take the long position, we need to see the strength of the market. So that's in fact all that we like to say about the gold market. We will probably will have to wait for some time to understand what is going on here, and let's hope that market finally will form some patterns for probable at least tactical trading for 1-2 trading sessions if we will not get the clarification of the longer term situation here.